Welcome back to the Infinite Endurance Podcast. I'm your host, Philip J. Sebastiani. Now, on to the final pre-race episode for the Big Texas Ultra 100K Championship. I have last year's champion of the women's race, Alex Walker. How are you doing?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Yes, really looking forward to unpacking how things have gone for you. We're a few days from race day. Let's just kick it off with, you're returning to defend your champion at South Texas Ultra this year. You beat your own course record. And how does it feel coming back as a reigning champion?
Excited. I mean, it's a little bit different now because you have a target on your back, but I'm ready to have some fun.
Anything particular from last year that stood out, that maybe some memories that as you're going into this weekend?
I definitely want my back half of my race to go better than it did last year. But I mean, there's highs and lows with every ultra, and the longer it gets, you get to deal with them, and you have to just manage maneuvering around it.
So, a year later, how has training evolved? Now 100K isn't much of a mystery to you since you've done it before.
Yeah. I mean, I did Bandera a few years ago, but this was my first redemption from that bad race. So my goal this year was just to get faster. And going into this year, PR'd my mile, I PR'd my 10K, and then just wanted to continue just getting faster. And so I guess my speed work is kind of incorporated this year, and I'm hoping that that translates into my 100K.
Any particular sessions that have stood out to you as you've put on the final preparations for Saturday?
I've had a good couple trail races that I've set some course records on, and then I've PR'd on some training runs. I use Strava to kind of tell me like whether I'm getting fitter or not, so that's a big tool for me. But I've also did like an incline workout where it was like 7 by 5 minutes at 15% work at 1 hour pace, and like I was just sitting there holding it, and I was just really happy with the pace that I was holding. So I think that was a good key workout to let me know that I might be fit enough to have a good race on Saturday.
Any new strategies you're bringing in fueling wise or pacing wise that you've perhaps learned the last year?
I mean, I'm known to go out hard, so that probably won't change even if I tell myself not to. So that we'll see what happens. And then from last year, I think I'll change my back half how I fueled, and just maybe a little less carbs if I'm not moving as fast.
Yeah, and one thing I'm looking forward to this weekend is actually the women's race, as I've gone through and seen how competition could potentially stack up against each other. It does look like there could be a pack, which would be really exciting. You say you want to ease back, or you're thinking maybe more patient than this year, or still like commanding the race from the front in some shape?
I mean, I just I'm known to race by commanding from the front. That's usually how I race. It doesn't matter if it's an ultra or a short race. So I'm sure my habit will just go to that moment. But I hope there's a pack. I mean, I kind of would like to battle it out for the whole time. I think that would be fun just to dog it out with a bunch of like awesome women because that's what makes it fun.
Yes, definitely. So, what would a successful day look like for you then?
Winning.
That's it. Nope, no, not
Just
necessarily
winning.
PRs, just winning.
Um, it's kind of hard to PR out because the course is going to be different, so it is an easier running course compared to Georgetown. I've ran out at this venue quite a few times doing some 50Ks and 60Ks and night races. But I mean, if a PR happens, great, but I'm there to race the competition and whatever comes out of me, hopefully they bring out the best of me. And that's what I look forward to.
So you've also competed a lot in obstacle course racing and remind me, High Rocks also.
High Rocks, DECA, Deadly Dozen. There's quite a few other races.
Yeah, and at a high global level, which is great. Translating this into trail racing, have you carried over maybe some pre-race rituals or mantras, anything like that?
I mean, I just like to remind myself, just like in those races, that when there's lows, there's highs, and when there's highs, there will be lows, and just to keep putting one foot in front of the other. Trail racing's just like running a obstacle course race without the speed bumps.
Okay, that's a good way to put it. Who's supporting you out there this weekend?
I will have my sister as my chief crew. She's always been crewing me in all of my long distance stuff, so she has that pretty packed down. And then I'll have some pacers for the second half.
Awesome. Are you looking forward to another race where there's a 50K loop? Because in its way, there's a mental hurdle to get over.
I like it because then it's like one loop and then there's the second loop. I think mentally it's kind of easier to break it down. Listen, we gaslight ourselves the whole time. Like we're always
Mhm.
just like telling ourselves, like breaking things down, like one more half mile, one more aid station. So the whole time, I mean, just to think, okay, if I'm on my second loop, I'm gonna be done at some point. So it's pretty easy to break it down, I think.
Awesome. That's all great stuff. And really, I have just a couple more questions for you here. And you've proven you can win already, but I still want to hear what made you want to come back. Is it a legacy thing? Is it still just pushing the limit?
I really like the Texas Outlaw races. I think they do a really good job of making it fun. I love the people that put them on. I think they're all super cool. I love what they believe in. And so I just have a great time. You know, my son got to run one this week or this summer during his off season, and he had a blast. And I had one of my other kids that I coach run one, and they had a blast. And then they volunteered after. And then my son and I volunteered the next day and went and helped and picked up flags and stuff. And we just had a good time. So what brings me back is just the people.
Excellent. Yeah, and as one of the Texas Outlaw elite athletes, you have a special connection to the race. I understand exactly what you're saying, and I think a lot of people throughout the state and region should be able to experience a Texas Outlaw running race because it is really unique to our area.
I think the biggest thing is like not just being on the elite team, but I've gone to a lot of trail races and I think the people and the way that they treat people makes a big difference. And so that's one of the reasons. Like even if I wasn't on the elite team, I'd be coming back for more.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to pinpoint the feeling, but yeah, it's a big
Yeah,
community from
you have to experience
the
it.
first the first sunset. And then our final question tonight, just because I am posing this to all of the folks I've interviewing, is if you could sum up your mindset in one word heading into the Big Texas Ultra, what would it be?
Determined. I'm definitely determined.
Great, Alex. Thank you for giving me part of your day here to talk about your expectations for this weekend and training, and I really look forward to seeing you out there on Saturday and seeing you crushing it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Look forward to meeting you in person.
Yeah.